Welcome to today's instalment of Regen Rovers. It's episode 38 and this is a massive day for the club. We have managed to make the first round of the FA Cup for the first ever time in our history. So this is huge, it really is. And we're away from home against Colchester United, who are in League One on this save. So it's a big game for the club, taking on a team 2 divisions above us. There's the chance to get a bit of income, I guess. Colchester have a decent sized stadium, although they very rarely fill it, if ever. I don't know, do they ever fill their stadium? I'm not really sure. There's often England under 20 games there and that sort of thing, I think. And we're going to go straight into Paul's Big Day Out feature. Take it away. Yes, I've gone for Colchester Zoo, my favourite zoo that I've ever been to. I've been to it many times in my life. Growing up in Chelmsford, it's not very far away. And I have visited Colchester a few times, although strangely enough, I've never been to the castle, which I think most people have that have sort of live in the area, and also the high street I've never actually gone to. Been to the university many times and sort of surrounding parts of Colchester, like residential areas and that sort of thing, but strangely I haven't actually been to the high street or the castle. But Colchester Zoo is one of my favourite places. I love it, and I would recommend going to visit. It's a pretty decent sized zoo, lots of stuff there, and there's I really like the sea lion bit where you can go underneath the water in a tunnel and you can just look at the sea lions going across you. Are they sea lions or seals? I think they're sea lions. Anyway, since last episode, we have gone on a very, very good run, an extraordinary unbeaten run, in fact. In the last episode, you'll remember, we managed to get a draw against Harrogate and also thrash Havant and Waterlooville 3-0 thanks to Jack Young returning and scoring a couple goals for us. What an achievement that was for him. He hasn't unfortunately scored since then, but to be fair, we haven't scored a huge number of goals. But on the other hand, we have stopped leaking lots of goals every game, and it has enabled us to pick up a few decent results. We are now unbeaten in 6 National League matches, 8 matches in all competitions. So let's go down. So we managed to get a draw against Dagenham and Redbridge, 0-0 away from home. I really felt we deserved to win this. We had 15 shots to their 8. The strikers, Spencer Drury had a pretty poor game, missed a couple of opportunities. Jack Young was okay, 6.7. He didn't really miss anything. He did get made a good chance for Drury, but he missed it. Defensively, very solid. Charlie Loft, 6.5 for some reason. He seems to be struggling a little bit, even though we have been keeping clean sheets lately. Grant Moore had to play in this game because Zealous was injured, and he did pretty well keeping a clean sheet, so he'll be happy with that. We then headed into the FA Cup 4th qualifying round, and to be honest, this was a bit of a disappointing result because we're playing Oxford City, who are in the division below us now, of course, and they scored very late on to equalise. They probably deserved an equaliser. They had more shots, slightly more possession, although I did feel we had the chances to win this game. Brady Chick opened the scoring in the 49th minute. Spencer Drury with the assist. So let's look at this. I did start Jack Young again. I actually played 3 up front in this game because I thought, playing a weaker team, let's go back to the 3 up front thing. That worked very well last season. And Brady Chick, that was a good goal, I must say. But they did equalise. So we had to go to Oxford, away from my home, and I decided to just go with the 2 up front tactic and the defensive midfielder that we were playing this season. They did take a lead in the 21st minute. And then I decided, we're going to have to throw some players on here. Drury came on, Miller came on, Storer and Miller. Storer and... who did I start? I can't remember. Oh, Miller did actually start. Storer started. He didn't play very well. But I threw Orford and Drury on at half-time. And Drury got the equaliser in the 69th minute. So let's look at his goal. He's got 5 goals this season, but none of my strikers are very consistent. That's the problem. It could be my fault because I'm alternating them too much, but I'm just sort of thinking, if they haven't scored in 2 or 3 games, I take them out and put another striker in, because we've got so many strikers. I feel that's reasonable to do that. Give another striker a chance to score goals. This was the winning goal from Darren Miller. It's ball out wide to Warren and great cross, and Miller just had to poke it home for 2-1. Alex Pitt did get sent off for the 2nd time this season. I think the other red card was in Yeah, in the under-23, so I guess we can't really count that. And he's got injured once again. He seems to be a bit of an injury-prone player this season, which is a shame, because he is improving as a player. I've criticised him quite a bit, haven't I? But there was a couple of you saying maybe you should keep the faith with them. He's got decent leadership and decisions. He's relatively physical. He's okay physically. He's okay. He's average. We'll see how his development goes, but he does keep getting injured, which is it's not helpful. We then had a very good draw against Barrow, but on reflection, a little bit disappointing because they scored in the 92nd minute to equalise. Especially after we scored in the 85th minute, you think, we've won the game with a late goal. Orford with the goal. It's nice to see him getting back on the score sheet. Marlowe through to Orford. Another assist from Marlowe. He's been really good this season, but that was a cracking finish from Lee Orford, his third goal of the season. They scored an equaliser in the 92nd minute, and once again it's just set pieces. It's from the corner, and unfortunately Sibzelis couldn't keep that out. He's back from injury, which is good news, although War has been pretty good. He didn't make any mistakes. However, two very, very good wins in the last couple of games. Firstly, away from home against Wrexham, professional team. You've got a decent sized stadium, very decent sized stadium in fact, and predicted to finish high up the league. Danny Bye, man of the match, stellar performance from him at the back. Quite an equal game as you can see there, but Christian Marlowe opened the scoring with a penalty in the 10th minute. Now it's gone from the opposition getting loads of penalties to us getting penalties, which I'm not going to complain about at all, but it's quite strange how many penalties we were conceding towards the start of the season, but now we're the team actually being given penalties, which is nice. Dion Mills scored a second goal in the 21st minute, and it just made it comfortable, and we were able to hold out for the rest of the game. It's good to see Dion Mills getting on the score sheet. He scored every single season for us, I think. This is his 5th season at the club. Scored 4 in that first season, 8 in the second season. That was his best year at the club. 3 in the third season, 2 last year, and he's got 1 this year already. Last couple of years, including this year, average rating isn't the best. He's obviously not quite up to the standard of the rest of the club, but he's a legend. He's our vice captain. He's been here so long. He just has to be given the opportunity from time to time, doesn't he? And we rounded off this set of results with a very impressive 1-0 win against Eastleigh, who have quite a bit of money. They're predicted to finish second this season, but they're really struggling. They're towards the bottom of the table. Once again, it's a penalty that won this game for us. Christian Marlowe, 68th minute. We only had 5 shots, 42% possession, but defensively we're very solid. It's just the strikers have struggled to score in the last few games, which is a little bit of a problem when previously we were relying on the strikers scoring. Marlowe with his 5th goal of the season, which means he's joint top scorer with Drury. They've both got 3 assists as well this year, but Marlowe's got the better average rating from midfield. He is very solid, and I've given him a new contract, and it's a very cheap contract. He was willing to accept 85 quid a week, the same as Jack Young's contract, £65 appearance fee, before he was earning £325 a match, so £325 appearance fee, non-contract. This is much cheaper for us. So very pleasing, and he's happy as well because he's got a contract and it's for 3 years, just like Jack Young. So they are both at the club for the next 3 years. It's good to tie some players down, I think. Anyway, today against Colchester United, this is what I'm going with. Sibzelis, Walker, Bayern, Lofts, my usual back 4. Lofts needs to improve. Reece Walker has been improving. Danny Bye has certainly been getting better every game as well. He's up to a 6.86 average rating. Completely turned it around. I'm going with Wes Roach in defensive midfield rather than Chris Holmes. Roach has played well when he has played, so I think we need to give him more opportunities. Howcroft's going to play on the right. He's not been as effective this year. Certainly hasn't picked up as many assists. He's only got 1 assist, in fact, this season. But Warren, on the other hand, our left wing back, has already managed to pick up 4 assists this year. 3 in the league, 1 in the cup. Last year, he only got 4 assists, so he's equalled that, although he has actually already played more games than last season. Remember, we signed him halfway through the season last year, and I was still playing Greg Winter. But Stuart Warren is my favoured left wing-back this year. I think he's the most solid player. Ability-wise, if he was playing left-back in his preferred role, he would be a very good player for us. But he's playing in a less natural position for him as a wing-back, because he is technically best as a defensive fullback apparently, but as a wing back he's pretty decent. okay crossing of 7, marking, tackling. I mean, technically, he definitely needs to get better. He's quite average at quite a few things, but mentally, he's quite good, and physically, he's pretty good as well. Good stamina, acceleration, not bad strength as well. Central midfield, I'm going with the American Mackenzie and Marlowe, who has been our best player this season. And I'm actually going with Jack Young up front and giving him another chance. He hasn't played the last couple games, but I'm sticking him up front alongside Spencer Drury. We need to give Drury game time. It might just take him a bit of time to become more fluent and become more consistent in front of goal. We're allowed 7 subs at FA Cup level, which is good. So I'm actually giving Watalasubi a chance on the bench. He's made 1 appearance for us. It was actually in the FA Cup game, and our guy from Reunion, he's got 4 caps for the French island Reunion, which is pretty amazing. He's our only international at the club, and he's our 3rd non-English player at the club. Owusu, the Ghanaian goalkeeper. We've got a couple players who are half Ghanaian, I think Olakunle and Joseph Owusu, but Owusu, the goalkeeper's from Ghana, Mackenzie's from America, and now we've got Watalasubi from Reunion. Robin Watalasubi, cracking name. I basically signed him for the name, but he's actually quite a decent player, and I'm training him up to make sure he's more effective as a wing-back. Possibly could dislodge Warren if he improves. Who knows? Anyway, let's get on with this. In the comments section below today, I would like you to let me know, who's your favourite player at Regen Rovers now? Has it changed? Is Jack Young still your favourite player, or is it still Dion Mills or someone from way back earlier in the series that's still at the club? Or is it one of the new guys? Do you prefer the look of maybe Spencer Drury? Is he your new Regen Rovers hero? I remember when I was younger, my favourite player at West Ham would generally change quite a lot. Every season, I suppose. Even more regularly than every season. Even nowadays, I suppose it changes quite a lot. So it's only natural for you to go through phases of favourite Regen Rovers players. Who is your favourite? Let me know in the comment section below. I still love Jack Young, and I suppose overall, across the series, he's been my favourite player. But right now, I think it would have to be Christian Marlowe at the moment for this season alone. He's been really good. Had a good season last year as well. Sivzelis, I know, is a big fan favourite from you guys, so I'm sure there'd be some of you saying Sivzelis in the comment section as well. Can we hold out Colchester United? That's the question. A League One team. Are they playing their full squad? I would guess so. As Warren finds the back of the net. 1-0 up. I think that's his first ever goal for Stuart Warren for Regen Rovers. It's a free kick from Marlowe. It's a beautiful pass, and it's another assist for him. But that is a fabulous strike from Stuart Warren after 6 minutes. And we're 1-0 up against the League One team. Maybe we're unlikely to hold on to this, I know. But can we pull off a shock? This would be a huge upset, giant killing. You can't really regard Colchester United as a giant killing, but it is in a way. Two divisions above us. And hoping to get through to the second round and progress further and get even more FA Cup money. That would be nice. But here come Colchester United. This is looking dangerous for them. And it's crossed to the back post. And, oh, it's wide. That is a shock. Going to keep it on counter. We'll keep it on these instructions. Still look for overlap. It's a free kick headed away partially. And it's over the bar from them. I'm actually going to turn off overlap. Although it was because of that reason. I think that Stuart Warren got that far forward for that free kick. That was a brilliant finish from him though, considering he's probably got about 3 on finishing. In fact, he has. What a guess. 3 on finishing. 42 minutes. Free kick in a dangerous position for Colchester United. And it's over the bar again. They've had some decent opportunities. 3 clear-cut chances. And we have held them out. Not really through any skill of our own. It's more because their finishing has been awful. But this is unbelievable at the moment, how we are keeping them out. Going to take... No, I can't take Mackenzie off. He's on a yellow. Well, I could bring Holmes on in defensive midfield. I know what I'm going to do. We're just going to solidify it a little bit. Roach will go into ball-winning midfielder role in the middle. Holmes will go into defensive midfield. And just solidify the team even more. Because we have been giving them opportunities, mainly from free kicks. Corner to Colchester United. We struggle from corners, remember. But Sivzelis catches that. The header was straight at him. Once again, pretty poor marking. Free header. but we get away with that. That's the fourth clear-cut chance for Colchester United. We've only had one shot all game. Is it time to make a sub? Up front, maybe? Stuart Warren's on a yellow, but we have to keep him on. He's been scored the goal. The defence has actually been playing pretty badly today, but we have been let off. What I'm going to do is, Lofts is going to come off, I think, for Adam Fox. Lofts has been a little bit disappointing lately, so we'll bring him off. And he does seem to be prone to giving away penalties. I don't want to risk. Although Fox gave away a penalty as well this season, didn't he? Can we hang on to this? 18 minutes to go. Maybe I should have gone defensive by this point. Warren wins that header. Lovely stuff from him. But they're back on the ball, looking dangerous. From open play this time, are they going to punish us? This looks like it could be a goal. It's crossed in. Back post. Sivs Ellis catches it. Oh, brilliant stuff. It was an easy save, of course, but we've held them out. Another corner for Colchester United. Is this it this time? It is. It's 1-1. Corners, we've improved at set pieces. I've put the training on defensive set pieces. But finally they've broken us down. It's crossed in. Who's meant to be marking that guy? There's no one there. Maybe this chap here. Roach maybe should have been marking him. And it's another corner. And we're going to be punished at corners here. It's headed away by Marlowe. But this is dangerous. Are they finally going to take the lead? Nope, it's blocked. Get rid of it, guys. Come on, get rid of it. Still up on opportunity for Colchester United. It's... unlucky. That looked offside to me. Must have been a player all the way back in the 6-yard box for us. And they scored 2 goals inside 4 minutes. Let's look at this. Right, he's not offside, is he? He was running forwards. Really unlucky. We're going to have to go attacking, I suppose, for the last few minutes. We'll go 3 up front, in fact. And we'll bring Roach off for Brady Chick to come on. And we're going to go route 1. Attacking. There we go. Can we get back into this game with 8 minutes to go? 27 shots to them. It's predictable that they were going to finally break us down, I suppose. It's a little bit sad though, considering we held them out for so long. But we're crashing out the FA Cup, having only had 2 shots in this game. The quality was evident, I suppose, in the end, wasn't it? We've done ourselves proud, though, I think. We've done Reigate proud. We've done Regen Rovers proud. We've done the younglings, the fans proud. I'm proud of the guys. And I'm going to say that Brady Chick looks extremely delighted, despite only having played 7 minutes this match. I'm going to say to the defence, you were unlucky today. And that's motivated them. That was the right thing to do, I think. It doesn't look pretty on paper, but to score a goal against Colchester United is a great achievement. Now we're also going to take on Gateshead today. I didn't say that at the start of the video, just in case it did go to a replay. But we're taking on Gateshead, who are predicted to finish top of the table. However, they're down in 17th place, currently in a relegation battle. You can see here, we're on 22 points. We're comfortably in mid-table in 13th. That is brilliant. We've won as many games as we've lost. Our goal difference is much improved now. But you can see here, Gateshead, favourites to win the league, 11-2. Because they were relegated from League 2 last season. But we've beaten Wrexham already this season, who were relegated last year. So it's that's a confidence booster, I think. Warren is going to be suspended for the next game, though. I'm going to have to play Watalasubi. Is that how you pronounce his name? Robin. Yeah, Watalasubi. I can remember. That just rolls off your tongue, that. Takeover talks still continuing, as you can see there. Rene Kramer is still the favourite to purchase the club, I suppose. It's taken ages and I can't sign any players. I wanted to sign a couple of players in this time. I found a couple of really good players that would have improved the team, but the transfers fell through and I wasn't allowed to talk to them contract-wise because of this deal going through. Dale Wall is having a really good season in the under-23s, by the way. By really good, I mean, he scored 5 goals in non-competitive games, 2 in the group stages. He looks decent, and if he continues to score at that level, I certainly will be giving him a chance up front. Not really winning many games with the under-23s at the moment. Selected Darren Miller for this match. He managed to score a goal. Bradley Berry, Darren Miller and Brady Chick are in the same team there. Woodland hasn't played for the first team for ages. He hasn't played this season at all. But looking at him, he's not quite good enough really for the first team. But I'm keeping him in the first team just in case we need to play him, because we don't have a huge amount of strength and depth in the midfield. Oh, we've been taken over. I've just had a Steam achievement. Takeover Survival achievement unlocked. Let's see what's happened then. There we go. Consortium completes Regen Rovers takeover. A consortium led by Freiburg-based investor Rene Kremer has successfully completed the takeover of Regen Rovers, replacing former chairman Eddie Mitchell. He's delighted by the deal, blah blah blah. So let's have a look at this. Rene Kremer. He's German, so we're now German-owned club. Apparently there's a place called Regen in Germany. Be funny if he was from there. Well, he's from Freiburg, so he's not actually from Regen, so I don't know why I mentioned that. Either way, new owners. But Eddie Mitchell was alright in the end. He's improved the youth facilities. I forgot to mention that actually. If we just go to here, you can see we've now got poor youth facilities. So I assume poor is better than basic. I'm not sure what is a worse word, basic or poor. I would say poor, but they've been improved, so they must be better than basic. Apparently the pitch condition is already very poor, despite the stadium being brand new. Very good stadium condition, though. Anyway, what's he got to say for himself? He's thanked me for my patience through a stressful period. Kremer informs you that around 220k has been pumped into the club's coffers and a new transfer budget has been calculated. Director Kieran Newby has left the club following the takeover. As a result of the new board taking over, Kremer has also informed you that the old philosophies agreed by you and the old board are not valid anymore. The new board has asked you to work under no new philosophy. My old philosophy was to play young players, which we do anyway because of the fact every player is 21 and under at this point. The new board would like to point out that they will only judge you on transfers and matches starting from the date they took over as well. So they're not going to judge me on anything else, which is a little bit annoying, because if they're expecting me to stay up and I don't stay up, then he might sack me. Either way, we're having a good time at the moment, so hopefully we can continue this run. We've got okay finances still, local reputation. Let's look at the finances. So he's pumped 220k into the club, so we've now got £432,635 in the bank, which looks very impressive. Hopefully we can make a profit going forwards this season though. Gate receipt 66 grand. So our first game under the new leadership is against Gateshead away from home. It's a really hard start to the new era in Regen Rovers. I don't think it's going to change much. Hopefully he's got a bit more money to give us long term, because I don't think although Eddie Mitchell was putting money into the club, I'm not sure if it I'm not sure he necessarily was ultra rich. In fact, I know he wasn't ultra rich, but maybe the new guy has more money. We'll find out, won't we? Anyway, what do I do today? Do I go with Jack Young up front? I don't feel he's really contributing enough. He's only scored 2 goals. Maybe I got a bit too overexcited by him scoring those 2 goals and thought, he's back. He's going to do it for us now. He's going to score 20 goals this season, when realistically he's probably not, especially when we're playing a more defensive tactic now. I'm going with Orford and Drury up front. I think they probably add a bit more to the team. They both have very good teamwork. Orford has 16, as does Spencer Drury. So they can work well together in amongst the team. And even though they're a little bit isolated, they can hopefully work well together up front. That's what I think anyway. We'll find out if that's true. But I think I'll stick with the rest of the team. Wata Lasubi's of course come into the team for Warren, who's suspended. I'll stick with the same midfield, I think. Mackenzie and Marlowe. Wish me luck. Away from home again. I haven't really shown many games at Regen Rovers Stadium, have I? It's just the way it goes, I suppose. They're going with a classic 4-4-2. I'm going with the Regen Offensive, as I've called it. Regen Defensive, Regen Offensive. Let's have a look at their strikers then. Niall Bell, pretty dangerous looking. And Bradley Fuster, finishing 13. He's pacey. He's a good player. Caput aprite ferro, Redden's loudest domino. Let's push forwards and get a good result here. They've got a decent sized stand there, haven't they? Not many people in it though, it looks really empty. Look, the whole ground looks really empty. Up in the northeast today, Wolfenden with the throw-in into Hollis. Back to Wolfenden, looking dangerous now. Oh, Thompson skips past Dion. No word. I've run out of words there. Watalasubi managed to stick it behind though. Well, how many people have gone up from Reigate to watch this? Probably about 3 people. We can have a look after the game at the attendance, I guess. This looks very dangerous. Oh, good defending by Marlowe. So important to our team, Christian Marlowe. It's another corner. Can we defend this? Headed back behind for another corner. I don't like these corners. Crossed in by Wolfenden. Seems like an important player for them set piece wise. And good tackle by Orford and smashed up the pitch, and that highlights over, but we straight away got a free kick highlight, which Walker manages to head away. Our ginger-haired defender. Orford can't find Drury there. Wait, what's going on? Why is Orford all the way back? Oh no! Lofts! What are you doing? We haven't seen a cock up at the back for a while, but we've just that's our own fault, isn't it? Look at this, Lofts he passes it back. It's a really skewed back pass. Sivzelis, he couldn't come for that, and he's not one player. He's not the sort of goalkeeper that comes out anyway. And we're 1-0 down. But Roach intercepts brilliant there. Orford into Drury. Can we get a goal back? Can we equalise? Drury, what's he going to do? It's back to Watalasubi. Watalasubi from Reunion. Can he turn on the Dimitri Payet? It's into Roach. Mackenzie, nice play. Orford, back to Roach. Into Mackenzie. Finds Marlowe. Passing it around. Lovely here. Lovely ball out wide to Howcroft. Howcroft. It's an own goal. Howcroft with the assist. It's very unlucky. 2 very lower league goals today, I suppose. It's a great ball out wide. Howcroft does well to get there, to be fair. And I have no idea what the defender was doing. He's tapped it past the keeper, and we've equalised. We're back in the game, and it's once again another highlight straight away. Strange how some games just have so many highlights when you got it on key, and other games just don't have any. Here's Orford. Can we take a lead straight away? Mackenzie. It's back to Roach. What's he going to do? The guy on loan from Derby County. Here's Marlowe. Back to Roach. Into Mackenzie, the American. Marlowe plays it through to Orford. Spencer Drury. Mackenzie. Orford. Oh, it was perfectly placed into the corner, but the keeper makes a good save, and we've won a corner, which Howcroft will take. I've told the player that it's still near post. Lofts almost finds the back of the net, to be fair with that. I've told the corners not to be near post, but I don't know. It still seems to be near post every time. We've moved up to 11th position as it stands. Can all change though. It's very close towards the mid-table part of the league at the moment. Here's Drury running through. It's a good tackle. Watalasubi comes forward. What's he going to do? He's passed it into Mackenzie. Here's Marlowe. Back to Mackenzie. We're playing it around lovely here. Orford. Drury. That should have been better. It's let me down there. That was an opportunity. 2 clear-cut chances for us against their 1. And Drury. What was that? I don't know. Unlucky boys, I'm going to say. Defensively, I'm going to say that. And Spencer Drury's going to come off. I'm going to bring on Jack Young. He's going to play as a poacher. Let's see if these two can work well together. Jack Young has decent teamwork as well. He's got 13 on teamwork. And that's a foul by Roach. This would be a very good result if we can hang on to this. Let's make a change. I'm going to take off Lofts. I'm going to take him off. He's let me down. We don't want another mistake from him. We'll bring on Holmes in to the back 3. Maybe I should just permanently replace Lofts in the back 3 because he's just been atrocious. Here's Mackenzie. Can he get it clear? It's all the way up to Jack Young. What's he going to do with this? Come on, Jackie boy. Jack Young gives it back to Holmes. Puts the long ball over the top to no one. That's a little bit disappointed from the substitute. And now they can come forwards. Come on, guys. Win the tackle. Marlowe can't get in there. And Mackenzie does, though, and places it into Jack Young, who skips past his man. Jack Young into Marlowe. That's lovely play, but Marlowe wasn't good enough, and it's way over the top. And oh, what a save by Sivzelis! It's no surprise anymore. But look at this is sensational. Here we go. Look at this. This is unbelievable. He's basically dived backwards to keep that out. He just... what a save. He deserves like an 8.0 at least for that save alone. We're going to bring off Chris McKenzie. I'm actually going to put Woodland on for the first time this season. I'm just going to play a normal central midfielder there. And I'm going to pump it long to Young and Orford, see what they can do with it for the last 10 minutes or so. It looks like it's going to be a 1-1 draw, 10 seconds to go. We could have won this game, but we could easily have lost it if it wasn't for Sevzelis with that last incredible save. That's blasted clear. Jack Young once again doesn't manage to find the back of the net today. A little bit of a poor rating from him. I didn't think it was too bad when he came onto the pitch. It was Spencer Drury that let us down, really. And I'm going to say that. Great result, really. I know they're towards the bottom of the table, Gateshead, but they should be at the top. They're a good team. They're just having a bad start to the season, I suppose. And it leaves us in 13th place still. 5 wins, 8 draws. Once again, we're draw specialists, but to be honest, that was going to be likely this season, I suppose. Most of our points will be from draws, I guess. 23 points. We're 5 above the relegation zone. There's obviously still a chance we could be pulled into a relegation battle. We're by no means clear of that, but we're getting towards the halfway point of the season. 5 matches away from the halfway point of the season as we go into mid-November time. The next match, I'll probably play a few, and we'll have like I'm definitely going to play Cheltenham. I'll play Cheltenham and Macclesfield. That's 2 pretty big games. There's a reason why I want to do Cheltenham. So how many people? Oh, we had 18 fans turn up for that match at Gateshead. Thank you to you 18 people that turned up for this. You are hardcore. Much appreciated. Once again, thank you for all the support. Please smash the like button if you're enjoying the series. Thanks once again to those of you that are supporting the series by pledging through Patreon. You guys are ultimate legends. Until next time, enjoy Football Manager. Come on, you younglings.